In Los Angeles, nothing is ever quiet. Not when the purple and gold are involved. Not when the shadows of past legends still linger in the rafters. And especially not when the future feels as fragile as glass. The Los Angeles Lakers, once again, are standing at the edge of a cliff. Fans feel it. That familiar cocktail of hope and fear. A restless energy in the city. On the surface, it's about basketball. But deep down, it's about something far more personal, a need for transformation, for revival, for that golden feeling of destiny. People don't just watch the Lakers. They believe in them. And when the team struggles to find identity, so does the city. Now, that hope may rest in the unlikeliest of hands. A name most fans had never heard just a few months ago, is suddenly drawing the whispers of destiny. Oumar Ballo. A 7-foot, 260-pound force with a 7 feet 6 inches wingspan, born in Mali and hardened by 5 grueling years of college basketball. Ballo is not flashy. Not viral. Not the headline of ESPN. But he's something else, needed. In a league that's moving faster, smaller, and more perimeter-driven, Ballo is a throwback to a lost era. A bruiser. A brawler. A warrior of the paint. And for the Lakers, that might be exactly what they need. In his final season at Indiana, Ballo averaged 13 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks per game, shooting 62.3% from the field over 31 games. But stats don't tell his full story. They don't show the quiet intensity, the hunger in his eyes, the way he clears space like a glacier cutting through stone. They don't show the hours, the doubt, the rejection, the grind. But the Lakers saw it. Ballo recently posted to Instagram, revealing he had completed a pre-draft workout with Los Angeles. And while that may seem like a footnote in a summer filled with rumors and distractions, for those paying attention, it's a signal. The Lakers are watching. Because they have to. There is no margin for error anymore. Anthony Davis, brilliant and battle-tested, has long been vocal about one thing: he doesn't want to play center full-time. And now, with the blockbuster acquisition of Luka Doncic shaking the NBA to its core, LA is in desperate need of structure. Of balance. Of someone to hold the paint. That's not just strategy. It's survival. LeBron James, now entering his 23rd season, stands at a crossroads. His contract decision looms like a storm cloud. Will he take a pay cut to help this roster breathe financially? Or will the weight of time and legacy finally shift the power dynamics in LA? Every dollar matters. Every move has consequences. And for the Lakers front office, time is running out. So when they look at Oumar Ballo, they see more than a draft pick. They see a piece to a fragile puzzle. A player molded by experience, by fire. Ballo began at Gonzaga, where he was raw, unrefined. He transferred to Arizona, then Indiana. At each stop, he evolved. He failed. He grew. He climbed. In an era of one-and-doness, Ballo is a rarity, 22 years old, with 5 full college seasons under his belt. That makes him battle-hardened. NBA ready. And for a team without time to wait, that matters more than potential. But here's the twist. Ballo may not even be drafted. Projected to go late in the second round, or possibly undrafted altogether, he exists in that shadowy space where stars like Alex Caruso, Austin Reeves, and Ivica Zubac once lived. The Lakers are no strangers to finding gold in the rubble. And if history is any guide, they may strike again. And what if they do? What if this quiet prospect, who idolizes Shaquille O'Neal and has been nicknamed Baby O'Neal for his physical dominance, becomes the next in a long line of Laker underdog legends? What if his story becomes the antidote to this franchise's recent chaos? Because chaos, right now, is the only thing consistent in Los Angeles. The Lakers are navigating a minefield of trade rumors, draft strategies, free agency gambles, and cap complications. Among the names swirling in the mix are Nick Claxton, Daniel Gafford, and Clint Capella, each a possible solution to the team's glaring need at center. But none come cheap. None are guaranteed. And none carry the emotional weight of a homegrown transformation. The truth is, the Lakers' hopes might not rest with a max contract or a superstar signing. They might rest with grit. With hunger. With a player like Ballo. Because something needs to change. Last season, fans saw it. A team without identity. Flashes of brilliance buried beneath inconsistency. Even with LeBron averaging 25.7 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 8.3 assists per game, and Anthony Davis putting up 24.7 points, 12.6 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks, something was missing. The chemistry. The soul. Luka Doncic's arrival changes the equation, yes, but it doesn't erase the cracks. Doncic's numbers with Dallas, 33.9 points, 9.8 assists, 9.2 rebounds per game, are MVP worthy. But how does that fit into the DNA of this team? Who becomes the enforcer, the anchor, the presence inside that lets Luka and LeBron breathe? If Davis won't play center full-time, who steps into the void? That's the dark question hanging over everything. And that's why Ballo matters. Because what if the answer isn't in a blockbuster deal, but in a gamble? What if the future of the franchise isn't on the marquee, but hidden in the shadows of the second round? The Lakers are famous for big names. But they've been saved by the small ones. By the undrafted, the overlooked, the doubted. That's what connects this team to its fans, the struggle. The rawness. The refusal to quit. Ballo's journey is all of that. A kid from Mali, traveling thousands of miles from home, adjusting to new cultures, languages, systems. He fought through injuries. He waited behind other stars. He never complained. He just worked. And in the process, he became something few college bigs become anymore, reliable. In a league obsessed with unicorns and shooters, Ballo is a hammer. A sledgehammer. He scores in the post. He rebounds in traffic. He defends with his chest. He's not here to trend on Twitter. He's here to take your soul in the paint. And when you put that kind of motor next to Luka Doncic's brilliance, LeBron's IQ, and AD's defensive mastery, the pieces start to click. But none of this matters if the Lakers don't see it. If they blink. If they panic. If they chase noise over substance. Because the fans aren't just watching. They're feeling. And they know when something's fake. They know when a team is built to sell jerseys, not banners. That's why this offseason is about more than stats or salaries. It's about direction. About legacy. About rediscovering the soul of a franchise that once defined greatness. And it starts, perhaps, with a whisper. A second-round prospect. A forgotten big man. A name most people will ignore, until he makes them remember. Oumar Ballo may never become Shaq. He may not even make the final roster. But the fact that the Lakers are seriously looking at him means something. It means they're willing to try something different. Something real. And in a league full of illusions, that might be the boldest move of all. Because sometimes, what saves you isn't what shines the brightest, but what fights the hardest. And right now, the Lakers don't just need talent. They need fight. They need hunger. They need someone who plays like every possession could change their life. And if Oumar Ballo is that player, then maybe, just maybe, the future isn't as far away as it feels. Not every story begins with a bang. Some begin in silence. In shadows. At pick 55. But under the right lights, even the quietest beginnings can echo forever. Here's a crucial insight for you. Diving into financial education can significantly elevate your quality of life. In the realm of finance, take the time to explore bonds and stocks, with a special emphasis on real estate investment trusts, REITs. These investments have the potential to generate passive income. Approach this journey with diligence and opt for reputable investment brokerages globally. By doing so, you'll be laying a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous future.